David Goggins was not born strong. He was born into pain, an abusive father, poverty, fear, overweight, depressed, broken mentally and physically. At one point, he weighed nearly 300 pounds. He worked a dead-end job. He hated the man he saw in the mirror. But instead of running from pain, he decided to face it. This is not a story about talent. This is a story about mental toughness. This is the story behind Can't Hurt Me. Part 1. Pain is the teacher. Most people run from pain. David Goggins ran toward it. He says pain is not your enemy. Pain is the greatest teacher you will ever have. Every time you avoid discomfort, you train your mind to quit. Goggins chose the opposite path. Cold mornings, long runs, exhaustion, suffering. Not because he enjoyed it, but because pain was shaping him. He understood one thing clearly. Comfort makes you weak. Pain makes you stronger. Part 2. Callous the mind. Your hands develop calluses when you work hard. So does your mind. Goggins calls this callousing the mind. Every hard experience leaves a mark. Every struggle builds mental armor. The problem is, most people stop when it hurts. They say, I'm tired. I can't do this. I've reached my limit. But that limit is usually a lie. Part 3. The accountability mirror. One of the most powerful tools in the book is the accountability mirror. Every morning, Goggins stood in front of the mirror and told himself the truth. No excuses. No blaming others. No lies. He wrote his weaknesses on sticky notes. Lazy, undisciplined, overweight, afraid. Then he went to work, one small victory at a time. The mirror doesn't lie, and growth begins with honesty. Part 4. The 40 Rule. Here's one of the most famous ideas in the book. When your mind says you're done, you're only at 40. Most people quit early, not because they're exhausted, but because their mind tells them to stop. Goggins learned that the body can handle much more than the mind believes. Your limits are not physical. They are mental. Part 5. Suffering creates strength. David Goggins didn't become strong overnight. He failed. He quit. He suffered injuries. He wanted to give up. But he kept going. Because suffering wasn't breaking him, it was building him. Discipline replaced motivation. Consistency replaced excuses. And slowly, a new identity was born. Conclusion. Final message. You don't need motivation. Motivation fades. What you need is discipline. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your habits. Pain will end. Discomfort will pass. But regret lasts forever. David Goggins proved one thing. You are capable of far more than you believe. If this message challenged you, subscribe for more real stories of mental strength. And ask yourself today, what pain are you avoiding that could change your life?